Okay, I should be streaming now. So, I'm going to be taking up a challenge that I saw on the forums. Someone was asking for cities and the fact that we didn't have pre-generated cities, or really we can't just pop out a city anytime. So I wanted to go ahead, jump into the Dungeon Master tools and see if we can and how we can do it, and I think we can. So I'm gonna just do this. This is obviously a workaround for having just one massive city that you can wander around. That's definitely not in the tool set as it is now. Maybe it's something that'll come on release, I don't know. But right now, we can still simulate a city. I hate having to say the simulate part, but I don't think it's that bad. Let's go through it. Obviously, we have a city option here. Down here, we have scenes. We're going to start with this scene here. This is the scene I used in my module to start my module, my previous one, Ill-Gotten Gains, which is more or less complete now. It's been in various stages of building, so I think it's almost ready to release. I'm not sure if I'm going to release it at all. I'm just kind of going to test it out with players and such. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's not do that. That was actually for, I was going to set up a interesting little adventure in a city. Let's start with naming our city. Okay, so we got a name. Visible Adventures, keep that ticked. Set a starting location, you don't need to worry about that, just put it on the map. Right now, we have options for creature sets. And I'm going to put it on this Dead Rats, which is a new group that they put in, which is just sort of thieves and rogues and such. Gang, it's a gang as it were, and put down mercenaries. We're creating a city here. We don't need any creature sets. These are just optional, so these are things that you could, if you wanted to, throw them in during the, any sort of part of the campaign to attack the players. You could change this as well. You could change it to whatever is the big bad in your campaign. If you're going to say, like, perhaps, let's say, oh, by the way, there's none as well if you just want to have just no options, but I kind of like to keep my options open. So let's say you want the city to be under attack by, I don't know, Gilded Eye, for example, which is another NPC set. These guys, well armored, they look like a bunch of paladins, basically. You could actually use them as guards as well. So maybe that'd be interesting. Let's put Dead Rats and Gilded Eye here. That way we have some guards. You can't really set anything on the guards. You can't set quests on them. You can talk through them, so that could be useful, but we're going to create a custom guard, as it were, for doing directions and things of that nature, like to give quests. Dead Rats will have them, so that's actually quite good. We'll put those two guys together. I'm going to start on easy because it doesn't matter. You can change that later. It's going to put it on, just put on clear sky. Okay. We could put it on Luskin, we could put it on any city if we wanted to. We could create our own city in the middle. We could just go anywhere we want, but let's put it on Luskin for now. Yeah, you're going to have to save these changes, so once you go into it, you will save it, and you'll have to start over. They need to fix that so we don't have to reset everything. I know there's some complaints in the forums about, you create this really interesting, great module, and then you figure out, oh wait, I need to put in, a boss room, or I want to change something out. You'd have to start all over, and that's crazy. Okay, so here we go. We've got our random encounter. Gilded Eye, we don't want those. Empty it. There we go. Like I said, this is exactly like in my Ill-Gotten Gains module. This is something I didn't really work on at the beginning, but now I've really fleshed this out. It's actually quite cool. Anyways, there are some rooms. We can set up some merchant shops. I put in like a little shop in my other one. And you can set one up in there. You can then start putting merchants, or really whatever. This, you can pretend this is the entrance to the town. So you could put in whatever you want here. I just generally put in some shops and such for people who are coming in. And then we can create a character here. So let's create a character. We're going to create a fighter, human, and let's go ahead, give him, I think, soldier for now. Let me just check real quick. Yeah. Soldier, even though that's kind of not where I would love a city guard or something. I don't think that was an option. So we'll go with soldier. And we're going to stick with male. Appearance, you can do what you want here. If you have a specific need, you could change his appearance. Equipment, I don't like the big two-handed sword here for him. So, just change that out. Unequip. I'm going to give him... No, let's give him... I don't want to give him rapier. No. And oh, that looks quite nice. Okay. And I would like to give him. Let's do something about those greaves. Those greaves are awful down there. It's a bit much. Obviously, you can spend hours customizing your guys and say, well, that looks, they don't really match. Nah, let's remove that. Unequip. And let's unequip the boots. And then he's just barefoot. That's better. That actually matches. Okay, so we go down. And like I said, I want a shield. Don't know if I can find one. Not there. Maybe I'll just stick with the one weapon then, and just run with it. Oh, there's the shields. No, that's the wrong kind of shield. Torm. How's that look? Meh. Many shields you could choose from. Let's go. Wow, these are the bigger shields. Yeah, all shields. Let's go with that. It's nice and ornate. Makes them look cool. Equipment's color's fine. I'm not going to change that. Here's the stats. Let's not mess with that. You can see here, this is what he gets from obviously human and the bonus for soldier, which is cool. Stabilize, wow, that's all you got. I would like him to have a few more abilities, just in case I do use him for fighting. Oh, what's this? That was an accident. You have so many options here. And you could just load this guy up if you wanted to. Give him an AoE for fun. And I would like to give him that. Healing. And anything else? Sorry, he's got bulwark. I'll give him shield bash as well since he has a shield. Again, you can just run through. You can give him cleave if you wanted to, or power attack, or whatever. Give him shockwave. Let's take that out. Let's put in cleave. Some of these things are Yeah, pretty standard. You would recognize them. Yeah, give them cleave instead. Yeah, 1 to 3 slashing damage. Wow. Power. Okay, let's go through here. Name, city guard, for example. And we're not gonna mess with the title. Factions friendly. That's important. We want them to be friendly. Don't really worry too much about that. Ah, the voice. Again with the voice. They're all gonna sound the same.
Excuse me.
Hello there.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll just give him the gruff one. Okay, so now we have a city guard. So let's go back to the location. That may have taken a bit long. Actually, just need to close this to get to the location. And we want to create a city guard. And then you can just put one right here. Create a new quest. Before we do that though, we need to create some more zones. So obviously now we have a city guard. So the idea here is your players will appear here at the start. They can go investigate. Maybe you put a sign here that says, I don't know, general goods or something. People can go in there to vendor stuff, sell stuff. You can put variety of, again, more NPCs you'll need to create to give a feeling of it's obviously a city it's lived in. You can put people here. You can put people here, wherever. There are some places you cannot put people, so you do want to watch out for that. Like you can't put them on the door there, or that's the, yeah, as far as he's gonna go. But you'll notice that when you're doing it. This is all sort of barricaded down here. You could put an interesting thing there, actually saying why it's barricaded if you wanted. City guard here. By the way, you could put friendly dog. Oh yeah, by the way, that'll happen as well. If he's hostile. So if you want to do that, you're going to have to put the dog down. Let's put the dog down over here. And then right click on him, change him to friendly. And now he's got a friendly dog. Until then, he is not so friendly. And they would just fight it out. This is a fun little thing you can do if you're really wanting to test out stuff. And they'll just fight off. Let's not. Okay, so we got our city guard. We can promote him, make him elite. That's more fitting, right? His armor is 21 AC, that's crazy. Yeah. And they will go out and they will attack. If you put in, let's say, easy, right? And, well actually, you can't do it with this because it won't trigger it. Let's turn this off now. Empty area. But if you were throwing anything down, the players would fight it, and then he would come in and just beat it up. Help them out. He's not doing so hot though against this dead rat. Level 1. Yeah. City guard. Might not be very useful at all for the players, but he does come out and help. Okay, so as I said, we need to create more locations. New locations. So we have our city starting area. Let's create another area. Let's say, I don't know. Again, you're going to need to preview. I haven't previewed the different sort of layouts. Like here's a nice layout. Let's create a marketplace. And again, you can create, let's say dead rats might appear, mercenaries might appear, and then you can put them in later if you want. Easy, overcast, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay, and visible, again, it's not going to set a starting location. Visible adventures, this is something you can click off. And the reason for that, I'll show you in a second. Let's accept. Because how many of these are you really going to stack This is a nightmare. Obviously you could then just put them around. You could have a circle around, and then the players could say, right, where I want to go, marketplace. They can jump to it later. My idea here at first, and this obviously you can later on change this perhaps, is to unlock these locations like the marketplace and so on with a quest. So, create that. But let's jump in, let's have a look at it. Doing so will save it, and so you can't change it afterwards. So your creatures, just make sure you keep track of the creatures, really, that's the main point. We'll load up and see what we got. These are supposed to be randomly generated. I'm not sure if outdoor areas are randomly generated. Okay, so here we go. Again, not a very big space. Let's turn this off. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, that's still not what I want. I want, you know, a massive city. I want to be able to wander around. Sadly, this is what we got, so I don't think it's that bad. Here we have a marketplace we're going to create here. Let's put down some things. So, we could have made this as general vendors. So we can create vendor stalls here. And I could put in tons of little things here. So we have vendor stall there. Put a rack here. Some fish. This could perhaps be someone who's selling leather, food, etc. Really just go with whatever you want. Put a wagon right behind here perhaps. Yeah, it's not really gonna fit, but you get the idea. You can start putting in other things as well. A fishery table. That's perfect. And go and create a new character. And let's go female, and let's go with NPC. Human. Shouldn't matter at all. That folk hero. Let's make her a folk hero. And I think that's it. She's not going to be of any other uses, so let's call her fishwife. And that's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's all good. Make her neutral, that's fine. Okay, so we have a fishwife. And there we go. Characters, fishwife. Now we have the fishwife. Right click on her, go to vendor, add vendor type, and then you could put in weapon, armor, and potion. Obviously we don't have like fish and such. Let's make her potion. At the moment, and I'm not sure if this will ever change, we cannot see, I believe, what she has on her in terms of what she's going to sell. That's just unfortunate. Also, you might want to move things just a bit so people can actually access her. I don't think they can talk over the table. You could just spread this out a little bit, for example. And so you could change this location if we can here. Fish market. And then we could put in more things here. Obviously she sells potions, perhaps she makes them from the fish. You could do what you want, really. Okay, there are some buildings in here, so again you could put in some living quarters that the merchants have themselves. And oh, there's actually three different buildings here. So there you go, you have some variety in terms of what you can put in. Again, you could spend a lot of time. This could be the city that your players play out of, so you want to put a lot of things in. You could give the player a house. Say, well, you choose the house you want. get on the stream with me. Well, the stream. Get on TeamSpeak or whatever, the VoIP. Watch while I build it, and you could just tell me what you'd like in it. Obviously, players cannot just jump in. Players can create their own content though, so they could say, right, I'm going to give you your own section of the city. Build it, share it with me, and then I'll integrate it into my campaign. And that's one way of giving the players that ability to have their own section, house, etc. So I can fill this out, I can keep going and add more things to it. And then it becomes a functional part of the city. Let's create a new location again. So we've created that. Let's create this. Don't have to mess with that. Go back, let's make dead rats again. Let's put assassins. We'll put assassins here for fun. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get anyways. And accept. Again, it's visible adventures. Maybe turn that off. No. Okay, we've got another place. Visit, accept. Once you get acquainted with the sort of different looks to each zone, you'll have a better opportunity to fill these out with more specific things. Like right now, what I want to do is I want to make like a thieves quarter maybe with assassins and thieves and such. That's actually quite cool. Okay, so we have some sort of dead-end alleyways and such. That's pretty good for that. We've got one room there, so this is actually going to work out well, actually. So, location, city streets, edit. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep that the way it is. Let's turn that off. Dead rats, assassins, fine, fine, fine. Accept. Okay. Thieves quarter. And now I can start putting in some NPCs. If you fill out this stuff, like I said before, this is an attack. You can put this in later, anytime you want. Otherwise, you're going to need to put in the dead rat yourself. And let's just put them down as neutral, for example. You can just put a variety of dead rats and assassins, as it were. You can create your own creature sets, so they don't have to be so obvious. Yes, there's an assassin. He's right over here. Hello, Mr. Assassin. Yeah, you might not want to do that. Or you might want to put an assassin out and say, look, you can hire his services. You can hire this guy's services. Maybe they can send you on quests. Maybe they can do stuff. Maybe you could buy things from them. I could slap this guy vendor on him, and now he's a weapon vendor, for example. Maybe he's selling some things he's found, so you can create some vendors, and then you can create some buildings, and in each building, as you probably should, create the quarters of any of these thieves and such, and make them hostile. So if you break into people's houses, that you actually get attacked. So you could do that. I wouldn't put any treasure in there, of course, but yes, put some stuff in there. And then you can just, run with it. You can put some NPCs, I can put some other creatures, well, other rats and assassins down. And just use this as a place for rogues to roleplay. You can have your rogue roleplay in this area. And like I said, you can come here to pick up quests, maybe buy some stuff. Again, we have no control, so I can't say, oh yes, this is like a, special sort of loot that this guy's picked up from, pickpocketing the city or buying from people. This is the exit. Let's create one more area. We can create actually a lot more areas. So there's D and E. Let's go ahead and create D and E. Create D. And go back to, let's put Gilded Eye and Mercenaries. Again, some variety here. It's raining. Bit odd though, it's different weather in each part of the city, so you probably won't want to do that. You probably want to keep it standard. Let's go visit. Accept. So I'm doing all this laying out beforehand, before I start like questing and linking. I want to link all these things up. Okay, this is just an L. Again, feel free to fill with whatever you want. Don't forget to turn that off. Kamikaze, honor guard. Okay. This might be a good place to put a tavern. Some other buildings here. Let's have a look inside here. No, that's not going to be a good tavern at all. Again, you're kind of stuck with this, so you're going to have to play with it. This might be, yes, this is a better tavern than... Not great, but it's something. So, let's go in locations. City Inn, let's call it. Okay. Accept that. Put that over there. And again, we can throw down the NPC that we created. There we are. Let's create another one. Should have went the other way. There we go. Tavern owner, complete. And his voice is probably the wrong one, but doesn't matter. Tavern owner. And we can put down some other things, some other buildings, objects. I think we have a table. And we can create some cover tables. Actually create fireplace lighting. Really quickly. Where's my lighting at? I think that's as far as it's gonna go. And objects that we can put around. There's furniture, but a lot of it's sort of, yeah, not terribly exciting. These things we could put upstairs. If we had an upstairs, we don't currently have the ability to go upstairs, but you could fit in a whole lot of stuff up here. Again, I would love to see the ability to go up here. Objects. Let's give a table. Might go with a covered table. Again, you're gonna find ways to simulate various different things. I can't really make a bar. I don't think there's a bar option. There's barriers, and I can put up a wall, but what's the point of that, right? Let's see. We can put in some chairs. We can put some tables in. Let's go back to the tables again. Various tables here. Suspension of disbelief here because, again, this is not the best looking tavern that you've seen. Maybe put some separate ones in here. I'll show you some things that I did as well. Yeah, it's fine. Put those in there. Put these in here. Something I picked up. Let's see, furniture, tall bookshelf. So this is something I was doing. If I wanted to create something interesting, like a new wall, since we don't have walls, we can't put in walls at the moment. I use these bookshelves as walling. So, say, put it here like so. And you're just going to keep doing that. You're going to keep layering those bookshelves. Tall bookshelf. And you just sort of create. You're not going to be able to create doors, but you can create sort of makeshift wall. So I can just create a makeshift wall. Of course, you know, do your best to make sure it looks good. And I can do this on both sides. I wish there was a copy paste. Yeah, those are not perfectly aligned. Just doing this quickly. But we can put in some other objects here. Seating, put some chairs in now. Let's see if I can actually fit another chair. Just put it right there. There we go. There we go. So we've kind of created off a little secluded area here. If I want to, I could, oops, don't want to touch the chair. I could move it in like so. It's not the best, but at least it's something. And you can do it again over here. Create another, maybe even put 2 tables. Again, put this false wall in like so. Characters are going to come in, depending on how zoomed in they are, they're going to see this. They're going to go around and talk there. I think they're a bit higher up. I think they see like this as well. Again, false wall there. No way we can create a door at the moment, so hopefully they're going to put in something to allow us to put false walls in and doors. And that'd be perfect. So again, we're making this sort of tavern here. And you're going to have to roleplay the upstairs. There's just no options otherwise until they put it in. And there's a lot of features here we could do, so I don't want to waste too much time doing just playing around. I've spent hours playing the other one. Got here well. Yeah, I even have this here, so we could put down an NPC here who sells horses. We don't have horses in the game, but it doesn't matter. Again, you could just put something down there. And they could roleplay it out, and you can say, oh, I'm sorry, there are no horses to sell today. This horse is the only horse I have left. Hopefully we will get mounts in the game. That would be cool. Not that we see them being used outside of, you know, we've got this quick travel thing. But we could perhaps use them in outdoor zones, just for fun. Here we could put the, I have here another little room. We could put a tavern here as well. We could do something. Or we just put some normal people there. And I think I want to create one more location. I think it's E. Yeah. You can create the human city gates as well. This is the outdoors. So this actually connects the outdoor world with the city. And if you go out there are a lot of camps outside. And, well, actually, let's just jump into that as well. So, I'm not sure what this looks. It looks like a bridge. Let's find out. Let's make it not visible. Let's go with dead rats and guards. What I'm calling guards. Again, you can create your own creature set, which you can call city guards. That's what I would do. And let's visit. I think I left the weather default. Is it going to be snowing when I get in? Let's find out. Okay, so what do we got here? Not a lot to play with. No, not at all. This is a bridge. Wow. Let's see. What do we want to do here then? This is the bridge out. And that you can then connect to the last part. There isn't much I can really play with here. I don't believe there's going to be any... Nope, there's going to be no doors. There's just going to be a bridge here. So this is another area you can use to roleplay or do something. Your choice. Again, take that out. Use it when you want for any sort of attacks. And yeah, put some more NPCs here. Layer it out. Put maybe a merchant. Potion merchant or something. And then you have the exit out. So let's say, let's call this location. Edit location. City gates. Okay. And let's new quest. Not new quest, what am I doing there? Not yet. New location. Create an area. Let's create that last part. Let's go back actually. There we go. Gates. Even though it's called gates, you're not at the, I mean you're outside the gates, so we'll put it outside city outdoors or something. Dead rats, no, let's put mercenaries and guards. Gilded and mercenaries. Put lightning storm just for fun. Not visible. And outside the city. Let's see this, accept that. We have these from previous, got them all over the place. Okay. Visit. Accept. Outside the city, you've left the city, what more might you find? Now I looked at this just before the stream, and bit of a winding path that goes out, and then you find there are a lot of tents outside. So, again, good, they're turned off, that's great. Actually no, this is not the same as the one, so this is definitely randomly generated. The one I had was very different. Oh no, it's actually fine. So, here, see all these various different encounters set up. You can turn those off if you want. I probably would. This is, it looks like this is the, between the gate. Oh wow, very nice. That is cool. I'm going to suffer from the usual problem of getting lost in the overland maps because you can't zoom out. It's actually quite a lot of stuff, so that's cool. There's a tower. Okay, goes down. There, wow. That might be an out. Look at this, the sewer here. Yeah, so this is pretty awesome. I can see myself using this as an interesting place for adventures. There we go. All this. I'm not sure if you spawn here. This might be where you spawn, which is towards, so yeah, that's what it is. You spawn going towards the city. Here's the city gates as well. But still, there's quite a lot of stuff here. So let's change it then. Okay, so these city outskirts and walls. Since we don't know which way they're going, they're coming and going. So we could reverse this completely if we wanted to. Let's make that visible. City of Compton thingy, yeah. Yeah, let's keep that. Now we can change this. And... man, maybe not welcome, that's kind of odd, yeah. Let's just give it something generic. City entrance. There we go. Let's go visit this real quick. Don't really like the name city entrance. We already entered the city, so maybe I'll change that. Again, give it some sort of feel. Let's say... merchant quarters, fish market, these quarters, so on. So we can throw in some merchants here and that gate, that door that's already there. As you can see here, we can throw in a merchant there, like I said originally, but this is making a merchant's quarter. We've got our guard there. Is he still hurt? He's still hurt. Wow. Can't seem, I don't think I can. Can I heal him? Yeah, by promoting him, it healed him. I think he was demoted. Yeah, I think he was. Let's promote him. There we go. Anyways, change locations. Let's go here. I'm gonna put that same guard outside the gate as well. So basically we can make this part viewable. I can change it, edit it, make it show up on the map. So let's do that real quick once we get through the loading screen. City of Compton and edit location. Oh yeah, it's already visible, so that's fine. So this is our visible, great. Let's go. So we're going to start here. People have found the city of Compton. Again, you can create any city you want. Maybe not Compton, but let's just put in... let's slap a couple city guards here. They all look wounded to me. They look like they're missing some health. We can promote them. Promote them. Okay, we can randomize the area. Okay, we can put, again, just tons of NPC opportunities here. Fill the place out. You can just make them generic NPCs. They don't have to put any quests or anything on them. Just fill them out, and then later on you can then apply quests to them and tell your players, you hear that there are some quests off to the right here. Okay. All the quests are custom quests. We're gonna have to create a lot of custom quests to do this, so again, it depends on how you want to do it. You could have just made all of them visible around the map, around Luskin, for example, if that's what you want to rebuild Luskin. And then you can just do what I did, circle around, have the center there being like this part right here. And then they can choose which part. You can just tell them which part to go to. So directions, complete the module, no. No, 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 no. Unlock location on give. So, we want to unlock merchant's quarters first. And again, unlock location on give. Completing the quest, I don't think it actually matters here. I don't think we even need to complete the quest. It should leave all these places open. Let's find out though, since this is my first time. Let's just create that quest. Quests. Directions. On speak. Give quest. Let's do that. For example, just something random there. They picked that up. I think they might be able to use this door, by the way. And go outside the world. That might take them back out. We could create... Let's see, which direction... We could then put a guy over here. Let's put a... Oh, we don't. Well, let's put a mercenary. Yeah, we could put a mercenary here. And we could put a quest on him to take you down into the sewers, for example. That could be an opportunity. Obviously, you want to probably create your own custom character. Put him down there. Let's remove him. Say remove custom creation. Let's put a city guard here. Let's go back. City guard. Again, we could make him tough and new quest custom. Completes the module, no. World Skull, no. Obviously we don't have a location. So, well, right now we can't really do much about that. City sewers. Right click on him, quests, new quests, whoops. Quests, new quests, city sewers. On speak, give quest. Okay, so we've got there, so you could create, again, once you speak to him, on talking to him, it'll open up a new location on the map. We create a map called the, let's say, new location, create a dungeon, and then we can create, well, maybe not a symbol like that. Do we have a nice symbol? Yeah, that's fine. Compton sewers, for example. And actually do not want this to be a cave. Where's the option? No, don't want cave. Did I actually go through there? I might have actually just chosen cave at the outset. Let's remove that. Accept. New location, create dungeon. I don't want Bandit Cave. Sewer creatures and dead rats. Put it on easy. So they're small, simple. There's the tile set. I was wondering where that was. Sewers. Compton sewers. Again, you can take that off so that they actually have to talk to him so they can find it. And then we can add some quests to it. Collect some items. Maybe we don't want to bother with the quest to collect some items. Let's say they are sending you down to pick up some things. Maybe it's a merchant and he's been robbed, so put some crafting tools there. And maybe he will reward you with a weapon and some gold. Yeah. This is unlock location on give. Again, we can unlock a location. Perhaps another place where you can meet up with the merchant. Okay, I think that's good. Accept. Back to the city sewers. Oh, that's the quest, by the way. So we can create some more quests. We have one collect items quest. Maybe he's wanting you to kill, I don't know, maybe there are some other things he wants you to kill down there. Maybe some corrupt, maybe with some corrupt guards that actually are helping out, and so you're being sent down to kill some corrupt guards who are helping as well. So there's the Gilded Eye there. 5 will be randomly spawned on the floor. And there you go. Let's reward some gold. Maybe he'll reward a piece of armor as well for doing that little bit of extra work. You will have to hunt them down, so you might have to clear the whole area to do that. Accept. And collect items. There has to be a better way than doing that, but hey. At location, and we can defeat a boss. I'd say Mercenary Leader is probably the best there. Mercenary Leader. I could custom, and I can create a custom boss for the rats, which is also a smart idea. Give some gold. Get a trinket out of it or something. Completes the module. After you kill the boss, that's it. It's over. So that way it gives sort of an element where if they're just racing through it and they kill the boss quickly and they don't pick up the other items, that's too bad. They lose those quests. Accept. Oh yes, there we go. So again, just by doing that, we're giving this whole area, the city, everything, some flavor, some character. Okay, back again. Like I said, it's quite confusing. Back here, this should open up the merchant's quarters. Go here, visit the merchant's quarters. Again, this is, like I said, you could just make it all viewable, which looks messy on the map, but it probably will make it easier for your players. But the first time you run through this might be the best way. Like the first time, for example, they're just visiting the city for the first time. This is actually quite cool. And then we can create another quest. Yeah, so we have here directions 1. We could create. Actually, let's have a look here. Quests, directions, and this is updates quest. Updates quest. I don't know if update quest gives. Let's just give him this one. Let's give him the updated version. Let's go into quest now. Directions. Let's edit the quest. Update quest. Let's see here. It does not look like we're getting a unlock location on give. So I was hoping we might be able to get an unlock location on give. But we could do a complete and then unlock the next area. So let's do that instead. Quest. Where you at? complete quest. And we could put him at the start if we wanted to. Let's keep him at the end. It's just easier to see him that way. Quests on speak, complete quest, and the complete quest was complete. So again, we've created this fish market. Incomplete dialogue. Action before the quest is complete. Yeah, let's leave that. Okay. So on complete, we got to go back to the quest and directions. Edit that. On complete, it's going to unlock the fish market, for example. Quest complete. There's the dialogue. We're going to leave this here and accept. Location, fish market. Actually, leave that alone. It's not important. Let's visit it. So we're just going to string these all up, and you can string them in any direction you want. You could go. I could put in different guards. So you give them multiple opportunities on choosing, like, oh, this is the way to the fish market, or this is the way to the thieves market. Here's the, again. Let's create city guard. Put them over here. And again, we can create another quest. New quest. Custom. And let's call it directions 2. Let's unlock the city inn next. Let's put the quest on him. Directions 2. And on speak, give quest. Okay, so I've created a little story there. And again, we're gonna have to go. Might as well promote. Jump now to the next location. City Inn. I'm gonna then close off that quest with another NPC, and then that's going to open up the last one, the thieves' quarters. So let's do that. Go around the bend. Characters, city guard. There you are. I cannot put him over there, but I can put him here. Let's put him here. Give him the quest. And directions 2. I'm going to complete the quest here. Oh, objective name. Quest complete, let's call it. Okay, so the inn is just to the right there. Past this area is the thieves' quarters. I wouldn't recommend going there, but if you can defend yourselves or yourself, take your chances. There we go. Okay, we've created it. Now we can go back into the quest. So this sort of weird order where we have to like do things in sort of reverse and then go back and constantly update the quests. That's the current situation. So go in, edit the quest, complete quest, Thieves' Quarter. There's the information we just filled in. Again, we're leaving that blank. Hit accept, hit close. That will then open up beyond here. They will click on that, they will go back to the locations map. Then they'll see a new location to go on. And then they'll click. So they won't see all of this. They'll see, you know, starting here, and then maybe it'll go around and around and around. Actually, let's do that. If we want to do it like that. If we're gonna, like this doesn't even matter. Actually, it goes like that, doesn't it? Oh, we forgot one other place, the city gates. So this last place, I actually haven't opened that up. So let's go to the last location, Thieves' Quarter. Edit location. Oh, not edit location, not bad. Go to visit. And now we need to put the out, as it were. And then we could then create a second outdoor area that would attach. It would look just like that unless we can randomize it. I might actually test that real quick. Okay, they come in here, and I think this is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, no, there it is. Good. So let's create. We're actually going to create a dead rat here. Neutral. Let's add a quest to him. Directions 2. On speak, complete the quest. Hold on, we already did that, so let's not do that. Remove. It's the previous one, opens its own up. Dead rats, we need to create a new quest. New quest. And custom. There we go, no reward. You're looking for the exit pile. Quests. On speak, give quest. Action dialogue. Could make it on fight, on speak, on action, on kill. Fires the quest action when actioned. Not sure what that does right now. I'll have to check real quick. Gives quest. And I think just on action, I think just clicking on him. I don't think you have to speak to him at all. So let's fix that back. Quests. On speak. Action dialogue. Okay, hey you over there, come over here. You look seriously out of place. You best be moving on before you get into some trouble. city gates are that way. So, again, this can then open up, go into quests, edit quest, unlock. Wish there was a drop down actually, not this sort of clicking through. City gates. Accept, close, location, city gates, visit. There should be a little bridge that goes over to the city gates. Wow, yeah, these loading times are very long. Okay. Just to make it easier for you, city gates exit. Entrance, for example, just anything to help you, because you're going to be just drowned in so many different places here. Let's go to character, let's put a city guard, final city guard here. Location, new location, create an area. Let's go back to human city. I think human city gates, so I want, yeah, human city gates. And dead rats. And we could put more of the guards that I'm using currently. Gilded Eye, since they have a nice model. Again, please do customize your own stuff. I'm just using this for quickness. Visible to no. No. Okay. Call this. So we have entrance, city outskirts, and walls. Exit. You would probably call it west entrance and east entrance, or north entrance, south entrance. You want to change that up. Okay, hit accept. Let's visit it. Yeah, I think I've got everything edited correctly. Easy, yeah, it's all fine. Okay. Visit, accept the change. Now I'm going to see if I can't randomize this. Let's see if it's automatically randomized. I haven't checked, but let's see. I'm guessing it'll be randomized. The only problem is you're going to be going in the wrong way, I think. Again, it's going in the opposite direction. They need to give you the ability to choose where you spawn, like a spawn point. Like I could right click on an area and choose spawn point here. That would be ideal. Because you're going to see, yeah, so here you are. This is basically the entrance. It looks like it's the same map. Yeah, it's the same map. And so it's the same as the other one. I would like the spawn entrance to be here, and then the players can choose. This is exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah. There's different mobs spread out everywhere, but maybe it's slightly different. No. Should go down to the sewers down here, right? Yeah, so let's randomize this. Let's see if it randomizes. Again, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have that feature at the moment. Could have sworn I saw something different, but it may have been from last weekend. I'm hoping this doesn't just randomize the mobs, the creatures, and their setups. I hope it actually randomizes the map. But these maps might not be as randomized as the dungeons. They might not be randomized at all. So it looks like no. So again, same look. So you will have that to contend with. You could just have it wrap around back to the other entrance, the entrance we had, since this is pretty much the same. Otherwise, you're just going to have a mirror, and that might not really feel great for the players to be like, great, but yeah, especially it looks exactly the same. It's quite confusing as well for the players, because say, well, this map looks like the other map, and what's changed, and where are things, and yeah. But hopefully they'll fix that. So let's just put in the final character. Final city guard. Again, they're gonna have to run all the way over here. And quests. Go back to the quest, edit quest, complete quest. And we can wrap it all the way around. Just for fun, I can wrap it all the way around. Even though you don't need to, since this one should be viewable. Let's just put none then. None. And there you go. So obviously it ends there. Just wishing we could place where we go. You will need to go through again, unlocking, well, fixing all those encounters. We don't want constant crazy encounters in the city. I think that proves we can create a city. It's sloppy, it's disconnected, it doesn't have that natural feel. But let's go back to locations. Let's say we can, like I said, layer them out. Remember, you can create a lot of maps here. Well, a lot of modules. This could just be a module just for a city. You just load it just for when you want to go to the city. There we are. Spread them out. You can then make them all viewable, and players can then just choose what part of the city, or you can do what I just did there and just link them in a way in which sort of guides the players through the city. Hey, there's one over here. Don't forget the sewers. The sewers like right there, it doesn't matter. They won't see that unless you want them to. And that is it. I think that is the best way of doing it for the time being. When they fix this, when they update it, or if they put in proper cities, I'll definitely make a video to showcase what that looks like as well. I'm sure, I'm saving this by the way, let's just save it real quick. Save module. Got my ill-gotten gains there, new DM module. Let's call it City of Compton, just for fun. Okay, so there you go, it's saved. It's got one sort of the dungeon area that we've got set up there. It's got a tavern, it's got a merchant's area, got a little fish area, we've got plenty of opportunities for NPC, for roleplay, for quest starters, areas, etc. Buildings galore, and again, that idea that if you want, you can give your players the opportunity to build a section just themselves at home with their computer there, just slap together a city wall, city area, well, I mean not city wall, a city area, create their house, share it, you save it, you put it in your module, you add it right in there, and then you have your players each could have a section themselves along with all these sections, which is just beautiful. When they put in towers, when they put in temples, when they put in other building types or sections for cities, you can then see how this is all going to sort of spiral out. And if we can just merge all these, like the gates can be clickable, you can click on and put a quest, opens up new area or whatever. It's beautiful. We've got a really nice setup. So I hope that was useful, and thank you very much.